God.
Okay,
No,
take two. Take two.
this is too funny, bro. I feel like we gotta stop. Right now, the giggles are not a thing. Okay. I'm stressed.
Don't be stressed. If it makes you feel better, I have no clue what I'm going to say because I'm running on 5 hours of sleep. So,
Action. Hi. Welcome to What Do You Need to Start, episode 3, with our special guest.
Hannah Santiago.
When you hear What Do You Need to Start, what do you think of?
I think of resources, I guess, and tools. I feel like whenever you're going to start something, you need to have all the materials before you start, whether it be a project or a new job, whether that be experience or like physical things. You always need a tool or a resource to start. So that's what comes to mind.
And you are a Hope College alumni?
I am, which is so crazy.
When you hear What Do You Need to Start, how would you say that phrase played into your college experience or your college career?
I think going in, I didn't know what I needed to start, but that might also be tied into the fact that I didn't know what I wanted to start. So I kind of picked up my tools and my resources as my college career advanced. And for me, that looked like experience for one. So I did the DC semester, which was very impactful in figuring out what I need to start my life and my career. And then also in terms of hope, what I needed to start in order to advance my hope career was community and understanding the layout of the campus and who I could trust and rely on and also gain insight from on certain things because then they were able to give me the tools or advice to go ahead and figure out what I needed to start at Hope. And those two things I think were really defining for my career and are things that I have carried with me now that I'm a Hope alum.
I consider you a leader within our youth. I'm not sure how you consider yourself, but when you think of youth leadership, like what does that look like for you?
I think for youth leadership, like at least for me, I always think about what I would have needed or wanted to hear when I was another person's age or in another person's shoes.
When you are somebody that like has a voice, fighting imposter syndrome, being confident, and like doing all these things, and you're young, and so many people want to mentor you or like have the accolades of your success, what advice would you give to someone is choosing a mentor?
So I think when choosing a mentor, like you really have to be tuned into what you need in that moment. Do you need silence? Do you need someone who's going to have conversations with you about real things? Do you need someone who's going to talk to you about careers? Because I think you can also feel when a mentor isn't suited for you. And I think that has shaped how I view mentorship and why when I want to mentor youth, I also want it to be like, oh, they can view me as a friend as well. Like it doesn't need to be one thing, it can be everything. And I can give you insight on everything if you want it. If you want it. If you don't, that's also fine.
Hannah. Oh God. No, you gave a lot of great perspective, like, regardless of if they're youth, like anyone that is considering leadership, what are like your last tips, tricks, and advice you would give them?
Oh, that's such a big question. I had a scholarship that emphasized the importance of differences in leadership. Like leading as a president of a multicultural student organization is just as important as leading conversations in your dorm with 3 or 4 people and having those conversations that sometimes are hard. It doesn't mean that one's better than the other. Both of your impacts are significant, but it definitely does look different, and that's okay. Don't force yourself into a box. Like you really just have to tune in to what you want your impact to be or what you want your impact to look like. And if you know yourself well enough, you should be able to have that impact without even trying. I am saying this based on my own experience, but know what you're passionate about. And I think it's so funny because, like, I think when people think of passions, they think about career. It doesn't have to be career related, but I think in order to be a leader and to tap into your potential, you have to understand yourself and understand what your passions are. Because I think another thing to consider too is if you join a leadership position, but you're not passionate about the thing that you're leading, then why are you there?
Thank you guys so much for joining us for episode 3 of What Do You Need to Start? And I hope to see you for episode 4. All right. Cut the cameras.
Yay!
Canada! That was so good.